Hey guys, Loren Mulraine back with you for more on the course, Mastering the Music Business. Today we're going to talk about music publishing. I've seen some videos recently by some major artists who have lamented the fact that when they signed their first record deals, they gave up all of their publishing. These artists have had massive hits that were created, and all of the publishing that was generated from those songs was owned by the company, not by the creator of the music. Obviously, you can tell that would be problematic and something you'd want to avoid if you were an artist, or if you are an artist, you're creating music. You want to make sure that you own your rights. So why does this happen? It happens primarily because artists don't understand this area of the business, and oftentimes when they get into the business, they don't have good counsel on the front end. Now, this is a good point to tell you that this is not legal advice that I'm giving you. If you want to secure legal advice for your career, you need to retain an attorney to do that, and they can advise you accordingly. This is just me giving you the parameters of these deals and how they work, so you can understand how music publishing works and how you can protect yourself, generate income, and have a legacy for your creative works. All right, so let's start with the three basic types of deals that come into play with music publishing. The first one is a traditional publishing deal, where you basically have a pie chart that splits straight down the middle. The writer gets half of the income, the publisher gets half of the income. In this case, you'd say the writer gets 100% of the share of the writing, publisher gets 100% of the publishing share. So split down the middle, 50-50 split. The second type of deal is a co-pub or a co-publishing deal. In this deal, the writer has created his own or her own publishing entity. And so that publishing entity now enters into a deal with a major publisher, perhaps the record company's publishing entity. And so your pie chart now looks like this. You've got the writer's side, which is 50% to the writer, and the publishing side, which is split in half, 25-25, with half going to the publishing entity that is owned by the artist, and the other half going to the major publisher or the record label's publishing entity. You can see in that example, the writer would walk away with 75% of the total income there. The third type of deal is called an administration deal. In this deal, an administration company is handling just the administrative functions, but not owning the copyright. So the administration company will get anywhere from 10 to 20%, usually around 15% of the income, and that comes out of that publisher side of the pie. So now your pie chart looks like the writer getting 50%, the writer's publishing company getting another 35 or 40%, and then the publishing administrator getting 15% or 10%. Obviously, that would be the most advantageous. It's not always available depending on where the artist is in their career and what types of deals they're working on, but it's something you should be under full understanding of how it works, so you can make appropriate decisions with your management and with your legal counsel as to how to go about securing the proper opportunity for you. Music publishing, of course, is the business of acquiring songs and exploiting songs. And so publishing companies do have a great value in what they bring to an artist or a writer. However, it should not be lost on the writer that they are the creator of these works, and they should do everything they can to retain ownership, at least some ownership, in those works that are created. Now, sometime later on in life, later on in your career, you might decide you want to sell that publishing. That's your right. You have the ownership of those copyrights. You can decide how you want to exploit those. Maybe it's for a certain point in your life where you want to be liquid on the financial side. Maybe it's because you're getting to the point where you want to do estate planning, and it might be easier to do that with cash as opposed to with copyrights. You know, there are any number of reasons you might want to do that, but you want to be able to consider those things from a position of strength, not a position of weakness. So this is why you see many artists today selling their catalogs to major publishers and getting $100 million or $200 million or $300 million if they're huge artists. That's fine. They've made a decision to do that at that point. But certainly on the front end of your career, you want to make sure that your publishing is contained, controlled, and monetized in a way that you see fit. And the best way to do that is to understand the value of your publishing on the front end. Don't just sign anything just because you're excited to get a record deal. Make sure that you get good counsel on the front end and make a wise decision on how you want your music business to generate income and security for you as you move forward. All right? That's your business. Music is your business. My business is making sure that you are protecting your music business. All right? Hope you got something out of this. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like. And if you're enjoying these videos in general, please subscribe to my page. Let other people know about it. Share it. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.